Morning, everyone. It's Audrey, Stitchy 42. It's Monday, the 9th of November. I have to record now because Mark just left the house. He's taking his mom to a doctor's appointment. And as much as I love my husband, and we've been married for 37 years, I still can't record if I know he's in the house and he might be able to hear me. Doesn't make sense to me, but it's my version of stage fright. I don't know that he's ever watched any one of my videos, and he would not say or do anything naughty in one of my videos. But for some reason, I just can't do this if I know he can hear me or possibly hear me. So he's just left. I have an hour to get my stuff together and get this video recorded, and then life goes back to normal. How are you doing today? I have an announcement I'm excited to share with you. Becca, who is Sambry Stitches, contacted Anna, who is Stitch Roadies, and myself, and asked us if we wanted to join her for a live video, and we both said yes. So on Thursday, the 19th of November, that's 10 days from now, at 2:30 Pacific time, because we're here on the Pacific Coast, we are going to do a Friendsgiving celebration. We are going to be stitching and chatting, answering some trivia questions. Becca said she's also going to open it up so that you guys can ask us anything you want. Just keep in mind, you might get answers that you weren't expecting, because I'm that one. Yeah. Anyway, Thursday, November 19th, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. This will be on Becca's channel, Sambry Stitches. Please join us then. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I think there might be some giveaways too. So come check us out. All right. I have the notes. I had to write stuff down because even when I write stuff down, I forget to tell you about it. So I'm paying attention to my notes today. I need to say thank you. It's not something that I say all the time, and I probably don't say it nearly enough, but I want to say thank you to everyone who comes and visits with me, because being part of this community is one of the best things I ever did for myself. Making these videos is my way of recording my progress on my projects, and it's also something that I hope someday, way in the future, when I'm no longer here, that my granddaughters and their kids can watch and say, hey, this was Grandma, and this is what she was doing. But still, I did this to be part of the community, and you come and you watch my videos. It's like you're visiting with me. When you comment, I read every single one of those comments. I try to reply to them all, except for when they get lost somewhere on YouTube and I have to hunt for them, which does happen every once in a while. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming and visiting with me. I really do appreciate it. So the other thing that I need to do, that I am really, really bad at doing, is I need to mention people that I've been watching. I have my notebook. This sits by my chair, and when I watch, I write people's names down. And I've been writing people's names down, but they're back several pages because I forget to talk about them. So, going back and finding my pages. People that I have just recently found out about and watching for myself. Some of them are fairly new. Some of them have been making videos for a while. I'm just late to the game. So someone who is brand new, she has 2 videos out, is Alba Stitcher. This is Amanda. She is filming from the Netherlands, but she is Scottish. So she has that wonderful, wonderful Scottish accent, which I absolutely love. I just watched her second video yesterday, and she finished something that I just finished this morning. So here, while I'm mentioning other video people, I'm going to show off my my finish, because it's the same thing that Amanda did. This is a Lizzie Kate kit. This is a Lizzie Kate kit that my sister gave me several years ago. This is Spooky Eyes. And like I said, I just finished it this morning, and I wasn't paying attention, so I'm going to show you my mistake. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Okay, look at it this way. Now look at it that way. I put the back fabric on upside down. That is Lizzie Kate Spooky Eyes. Okay, getting back to people that I've been watching. That was also stitched by Amanda, Alba Stitcher. Cassie Jo Stitches. She left a message on my last video and said that she had just started recording and asked me to go check her out. I did. So you should go check her out too. This one has been around for a while, and I don't know where I've been, and I've been yelled at by several people. Rocio, Kokahama Stitchery. What a nice lady. Thoroughly enjoyed her. I like her iced coffee breaks, where she talks more about herself than her stitching. Fantastic. Check her out. This one just makes me grin so much. Acorns and Threads now has Flosstube videos. Oh my God. Acorns and Threads. They have, it's labeled as 6 videos, but it's actually 7 because one of them is a part A and a part B. But each one of the ladies up at Acorns has introduced themselves on an individual video and talked some about what they like to do. And I love the fact that we get to meet all the ladies. I mean, I've met all the ladies, but those of you who aren't in the Pacific Northwest get to meet them. So go check out Acorns and Threads. They're on Flosstube. Oh my God. Okay, I have a gentleman to announce. Scott, Stitching in Spain. He's got a great sense of humor. I've liked watching him, and I think it's wonderful that he is doing videos and sharing what he likes to stitch with us, and occasionally throwing them over his shoulder. Someone from Australia. I think I watched her once before, but I caught up with her again the other day. This is Tia, Calm Creations. She does some finishing stuff too. So I am going to be going back and watching her finishing tutorials, because I can always learn how to finish something so that things are the right way. That's just one page, because I know there's more back here in my book. There's been a list of people that I've wanted to share with you. All right. Cornhuskers State Stitchers. Terry and Jamie, they're from Nebraska. This has been a while back, so I don't remember anything else. Stitching in the Valley with Deb and Lori. Stitchuation Normal, who is Kathleen. Lancashire Stitcher, who is Lynn. and a mother and daughter who are also from the Pacific Northwest, stitching stuff. They are Kim and Sarah. Kim is up in Seattle. Sarah is over in Yakima. So those are several new to me people that I have been visiting with, and I will make sure that I list everybody down below, and I will try to get better at mentioning other floss tubers. What you see is what you get. Okay, so this was a new start. Obviously, it's also a finish. The pattern was a kit. All I have now is just the pattern left in here. And so I would offer this up as a pass the stash type of thing. So if you are interested in stitching Lizzie Kate Spooky Eyes, which is what this one is, it's stitched on 28 count Eek linen. This was, you can stitch it on whatever you want. Spooky Eyes. And I will give it up for, I will pass the stash on my next video, which will be 2 weeks from today. I also am doing a pass the stash from my last video. In 2 weeks I'll be announcing who wins that one. If you want to know what that one was, you have to go watch the last video and find out what the keyword is. But this one, if you're interested, is Spooky Eyes. Okay. I have some mail, and I have some purchases, and let's get started. So I went up to Acorns and Threads. I made a quick run up there the other day because I needed some trim stuff. I needed some chenille from Lady Dot. And when I got up there, they didn't have the colors I wanted. Now I realize I could have called them and I could have asked them, but why pass up the opportunity to go up to Acorns and Threads and just visit for a little while? And I actually stood outside the shop and caught up with Janine and had a wonderful chat with her, so I had fun. But what I did pick up was the 2020 and the 2018 cross stitch Christmas specials, because I need to make an ornament for my neighbor. This one right here with the trailer. My neighbors a couple of years ago bought a big, brand new, huge trailer, the kind you could almost live in. It's big and it's wonderful and it's really, really nice. They like to go camping on the weekends a lot throughout the summer and occasionally in the fall. So when I saw this one here and I saw that pattern right there, I knew that I had to pick up at least this one so that I could stitch it for them. On the 2018 one, this one here reminds me of the Grinch's feet. So I think I might actually have to stitch that one for me, because you know me and Christmas, it has to have a bit of snark in it, and that one looks like it could be snarky. Anyway, I started the camper this morning. It's not much, but I have the start of a camper. Because I knew if I didn't get started on it, well, I would get lazy and I would get involved with something else. So I decided that I would put all the loveliness that goes with that pattern in this bag, which was made by Leslie Hurley, Fat Cat Flossing. And no, it's not a Christmas bag. I only have one Christmas bag. It has the Grinch on it. It was sewn by Marlene, Stitching at the Lake. It's upstairs. I didn't think about it until just now, so I might have to switch it out, but this bag is so pretty. It is really, really pretty. And I am stitching that on 32 count vintage country mocha. So there's some purchases and a new start. There's no rhyme or reason to this video, is there? Yeah. I like to keep you wondering what's gonna happen next. I got some mail. Kay knows I like cauldrons, so she sent me a pattern. This is Tribal Cauldron by Jamie Larson. So I will definitely be working on that one. It's 140 by 114. So how big? It'll be 10 inches by 8 1/4 inches. So almost that size of the cover. Could I be crazy and stitch it 1/1 and make it a lot smaller? Am I that nuts? I don't know. And then I got a package from Carol, and she sent me some silks. Sorry, silks, to be used for journaling. Look at these colors. Oh my gosh. Absolutely gorgeous. So I will definitely be playing with those. And along with that, she sent me a needle minder that says, "Let's conjure." Because, you know, once you go witch, you never go back. That's what happens when you try to slap together a video to get back on track to where you want to be with your regular recordings, and your husband has left the house and you don't know when he's coming back, and so you're trying to get things done. Mark got something for me the other day, which I thought was really, really cool. One of my absolute all-time favorite shows is MASH. And here recently, I found out that on Hulu, I can watch all of the MASH reruns in order. So I am. And I have that theme song running through my head over and over and over and over again. He was sitting in his chair the other night and he was playing on Google. And he goes, "Did you know that Loretta Swit, who was Major Houlihan on MASH, did needlepoint?" And I said, "No, I didn't know that." So he ordered her book. And it just arrived the other day. This is a needlepoint scrapbook, and it's got patterns in here of things that she has stitched, but it also has stories in here, little snippets of stories in here about things that have happened when she was filming MASH. So I thought that is pretty cool. I've been reading it every once in a while in the evenings and just having fun with that, but I thought that was a nice thing for him to get me for absolutely no reason. Loretta Swit, a needlepoint scrapbook. Alrighty. I have not done any stitching on my Afghan this week. So Julie, you can stop whining at me. I haven't done any stitching on my Afghan. Instead, I decided to pay attention to something else that has been staring at me from the corner. From right over there. She's been staring at me because I've been ignoring her for weeks. But I think you're going to be really happy with the progress I've made on her, because I know I am. And yes, it is my Alphonse Mucha Morning Awakening. So pause the camera, set it up so that you can see where I'm at. Okay, what you see on the screen is where I'm at with my Alphonse Mucha. The last time I had showed it, I had just stitched over here on this side. And as you can see, this is part of the archway here. I kept looking at this and thinking, I want to see more of the archway. So the afternoon that I did my last video, I came over here and I started on this side to get up here to this archway. And I'm going back and forth now, and I'm just filling in both of these. Take one color, stitch all the way down or as far as I can with it. Come over here using that same color, filling in over there. I just wanted to see that center arch there. So all of this is new since the last time you saw it. There has been more filled in here since the last time you saw it. I have been having fun stitching on her. I've been doing it while I've been watching all the reruns of MASH, and she's just a nice piece to work on. And I needed to get back in touch with her and get some stitching done. This is what she will look like when she is all stitched up. This is Alphonse Mucha Morning Awakening. It is the 4th Alphonse Mucha that I have stitched, and I already know where she will be hanging in my house. So all my pieces tell me where they're going to be, somewhere in the process of my stitching them. When I stitched my last Alphonse Mucha, the moon, the one that I gave away, she never told me where she was supposed to hang in my house. So when I finally decided to offer her up to a friend who knew exactly where she would hang in her house, it made me realize that I never was stitching the moon for me. I was stitching it for my friend. Makes sense in my head. You've visited with me before. You know my head is kind of crazy. Yeah, it works for me. And my husband seems to like it too. Anyway, this video has kind of been all over the place. A new start, a finish, another new start, working on my Alphonse Mucha, sharing some mail that I've received a couple weeks ago because I'd forgotten to do that, saying thank you to everyone for visiting me, mentioning all the people that I have been watching that I haven't watched before. And please, please, please come watch Becca, Anna, and I for the Friendsgiving Celebration on the 19th of November. I am really, really looking forward to that. And until I do that one or my next regular video, which should be 2 weeks from now, live long and stitch on, my friends. Bye.